Welcome to This Ain't Your Grandma's Grammar. I want to congratulate you for taking the time to look into this opportunity to build your proofreading talents and also the talents of your team. Because isn't it true we are judged by our typos? You could have the best written email, document, marketing piece, but one single typo, maybe autocorrect put the wrong word in, or you didn't know about that odd little piece of grammar that just happened to be their pet peeve, and they judged you just like that. They automatically thought you were stupid or uneducated, or they thought your company just didn't care about them. Well, hey, I feel your pain. My name is Jonathan Peters, and I know how embarrassing a typo can be. Imagine being an English professor who does seminars on grammar, marketing, and business writing, who's written several books under his own name and ghostwritten close to 50 other books. When those typos get through, it hurts my credibility, just like typos hurt your credibility and the credibility of your company. So let's take a major step forward to make sure you and your team apply proofreading techniques that are based on the latest research into how the brain works, but more importantly, that we understand business grammar. So let me give you a quick background, a quick overview of This Ain't Your Grandma's Grammar, and why this program is different from all others and why it is better than any other proofreading and grammar training out there. And the main reason is it's fun. Yep, that's right. Grammar can be fun. Now, using the latest techniques in gamification, what we've done is created a program that is enjoyable and engaging. And better yet, the information will actually stick thanks to gamification. Now, if you haven't heard of gamification, don't worry about it. But I want you to remember when you were a child and how much fun you had playing games. I don't know, what were your favorite games? Do you remember playing for hours and the laughter and the enjoyment that you got from playing those games? Now imagine a training that delivers that kind of fun to talent development. So here's the scenario. Meet Grandma. She's really into grammar, and you don't want to disappoint Grandma. Better yet, Grandma makes cookies, and we all love cookies. So when we do things correctly, when we use proper grammar, she gives us a cookie. So throughout our day of training, the different participants will be collecting cookies. When their team gets a question correct, they get a cookie. When they ask a question, they get a cookie. When they're engaged, they get cookies throughout the day. Now, of course, we're not going to have real cookies during the training, but at the end of the training, yes, we will be able to trade our fiction cookies for real cookies. Now, business grammar's changed a little bit since Grandma was around. And so the main thing, for instance, Grandma in the old days used a typewriter. Now, I know you're too young to have ever seen one of these before, but in the olden days, in Grandma's day, we put 2 spaces after a period because we were using typewriters. Well, nowadays, there's these things called computers, and we don't need typewriters anymore, so we only put 1 space after the period. So whenever we run into things like this that have changed since the old days of grammar, we bring in the boss and we collect boss points. Okay, so for every time that something's changed over the years or since Grandma's day, we get a boss point, and the boss point equals $1 per hour. So a little over $2,000 a year that folks will be getting. Now the problem with this, when we get a boss point, we disappoint Grandma and we lose 5 cookies. So throughout the day, we have this fun little game that's going on, whether we're collecting boss points or Grandma points throughout the day. And what this allows us to do is to stay engaged, to make it more fun. Now I want to be very, very clear here that you don't have to worry about being insecure, about being put on the spot, because you'll be working as a team. And so the team will be answering questions throughout the day and working towards winning and through the different levels. So that this way we can have fun, we can work, and more importantly, that we'll have lasting knowledge of grammar and have actual techniques we can use to find those pesky typos so that we and our organizations can be successful. Sound pretty good? All right, well, come join us. Click on the links below. We'd be happy to have you as part of our This Ain't Your Grandma's Grammar training.